Alright, so I'm going to show you a great feature where you can make dynamic visualizations for free. You're going to go to app.flourish.studio, and you have to create an account. You can do so with Google, or I think there are other ways you can sign in. Go ahead and create a new visualization. And you can see that there are just a ton of options available to you, including projection maps, scatter plots, and statistical sort of things, hierarchies. But there are these great ones down here that are really simple that I like to use that really add a nice data visualization to whatever you're working on. Bar chart race. So you'll notice that it comes preloaded with some data, and the preview up here is this is what you're seeing. And then here's your data tab. I'm going to go ahead and upload a simple spreadsheet. It's called 5 states population, and what this is 5 states in the US with population growth over time. So it's time series data, and it will show you how many rows were imported, and next you're selecting your columns. So you can see here's my data. I have California, Colorado, Florida, New York, North Carolina, and South Carolina. And I've got A through K for my columns. And you'll notice here, label is A, right? So those are the states I want to label. But the rest of the columns are time series data, so 2010 through 2019. So I want to make sure I change those from B for column B all the way to K. I don't have categories, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And I don't have an image, right? Actually, I'm going to leave categories because I actually think it changes the color. We'll see what, you don't have to. So it's as simple as that. Obviously this can get a lot more sophisticated, but you can come up here. I'm going to call it 5 state population change 2010 to 2019, enter. There we go, and I'll preview it here. And you can see here that it's dynamic. So this, and you've got the total population here, you've got the years, so the time series is going along the bottom here, and you'll see that these are passing one another once the population changes. So it's a nice way to visualize data in a very simple way and make it dynamic to put on your site. You can also change it to a vertical orientation. You can change the bar colors, captions, time counter. This could be another color. You can change all types of things here. So that's a real simple way with just a very simple time series data. So you have to obviously pick the correct visualization for what kind of data you have. And then once you're through and you're happy with it, you can export and publish. And it will ask you if you want a password. I'm just going to publish this live, and I'm going to take this embed code, which is simply HTML. And what you can do to test this is come over to W3 Schools, and if you haven't been here, I would suggest you go. It's a good way to learn all kinds of code, including CSS, HTML, and more sophisticated languages. You can try it for yourself here, so you can come in here and you can change this, and I'm going to call it 5 state population growth. And then after this, I'll paste it here. And you can see that that's how it will live on your website. Now you'll notice that this is cut off, South Carolina and North Carolina. So you'll have to go back into here and mess around with your parameters a bit. And I'm not sure exactly where that is off the top of my head. I want to keep this short, but it's in here. I've done it before. It's not that hard to do. But this is nice. So you can go in and check this out to see if it's working, and then once you get the size figured out, you can post it onto your web page.